she go. Hmm. Jaguar. How does one person get to be so many things? And it just started really raining. And I'm just looking around at a city that I challenged, that challenged me. And I became everything I ever wanted to be and more. You know, they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. My counter to that was if you could survive Philadelphia, you could survive anywhere. Everything that Philly made it possible for me to go and do everything that I did in New York. And it was phenomenal. Hmm. I made my imprints. But walking around there now, the streets, the neighborhoods that I remember being 17, 21, 25. I've spent more time in New York than my son lived. And now here it is, May 14th, 23 years ago. I was getting ready to head to the hospital. I delivered Sam at 8:32 p.m. He was perfect. His father was drunk, fresh out of Black Lily. It was a Tuesday night, letting the whole bar get him drunk. So the first time he met his son, his only son, he reeked of alcohol, and my baby turned his head. He stayed for a little while. We were glad when he left. Me, Sam, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, A Love Supreme, and Kind of Blue, and consecutive medley. Sam crowned and came into the world as Blue and Green came on. If I play it for him now, it will still move him. I hope he listens to that today. I hope for my baby boy's birthday, he remembers to listen to Blue and Green on the Kind of Blue album by Miles Davis. That was his theme music coming in. He chose the right song. He could have came during A Love Supreme, but for whatever reason, it was Blue and Green. My baby's 23 today, and he's alive wherever he is. That's that's the best birthday present I could have. Because my birthday's Saturday. And I've just been in gratitude. There are so many people that have so many things to say about me. And yet, They haven't lived an eighth of what I've done in a decade. See, when you are history in motion, and that I have beat every odd. I have stood down every bully. And I'm about to turn 48, and I'm still standing just as strong, and my knees don't buckle. I stand just fine. It may appear to be on its own, but the truth is I'm just leaning on God. See, that's how strong God is. You don't see him, you can't touch him, and yet he's so strong. Even when you're tired, as long as you're standing on him, you standing strong. I swear to God, I gotta get used to having the East Coast back in my chest. City buses and such. Bodegas. Oh, just a dreary day. Might as well have been in London. But a spring rain is righteous, no matter the environment. I can't remember the last time I stood in the still, chill spring rain. It was cold enough for you to feel it, and yet warm enough for you to stay outside. Interesting combination. I got people online right now talking cash money crap about me because I took a stand. And yet, what do any of them stand for? Newsflash, the Diddy trial is not a fashion show. The Diddy trial is not America's Top Model. Newsflash, the Diddy trial is about getting justice for all of the many victims and survivors of late and still here, getting the justice they deserve. If I hear another YouTuber that looks like a character from Lord of the Rings or has the name of a character from a comic book, if I hear another one of these unfortunate souls have another thing to say about my appearance or lack thereof in their opinion, I just want to let you know from me, just go watch Tisa. Like if that's what this is about, gossip and hand me down fashions, I don't know. See, God says, come as you are. I take it literally. I literally come as I am. You want to know why there's no makeup? Because there's nothing wrong with my face, and I have nothing to hide. I walk outside with cocoa butter on my face or shea butter, maybe some beeswax lip gloss. I don't know. Gee, as far as I'm concerned, I don't need the help. You know, when I look in the mirror, I'm satisfied with what I see. I'm pleased with it. Sometimes I just sit there and I look at my face and I look at the scars on it and I think about everything that put them there. And I'm so grateful for my face. See, I ain't got nothing to hide. I've worn makeup less than probably any woman in my field ever. But see, I wasn't selling a face. I was sharing my gift. It wasn't supposed to be about me or my appearance or the designer that I had on my back or how long my feet ached after I got off stage because I'm wearing some ridiculous contraption that somebody that hates my kind of people designed just to keep us on our toes, literally, at all times. People mad at me because I like my walking shoes. Yeah, I do. I love them. They're great for my back. At my age, posture and stride is important. Mess around and end up pulling something for absolutely no reason at all. See, I care about my physicality. You want to know what else I love about my walking shoes? These hoes slide off in milliseconds. I can get busy whenever I need to. No shoelaces required. No hold up. Let me bend over and slide this hoe off before I snap my ankle and I can't even defend myself. I don't understand why these chicks like walking around in ankle breakers. Get some Jordans. Try a layup. You'll accomplish the same thing. I just don't get it, you know? Oh, thank you, Cheyenne. And thank you, Lauren. Like real rap, come as you are. Come as you are if you can. If you like what you see. See, when I look in the mirror, I'm not looking to see how many wrinkles I developed overnight. I'm looking to see if there's wisdom in my eyes. Am I ready to stand down on everything that's me? See, that's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on a fashion show. Not at all. Just focused on being me. See, you were never competition. I've only been in competition with myself. It's always been that way. It will always be that way. My only goal in anything ever has to be the best me I can be. That's it. Can I outdo me? That's what matters to me. I really don't need to use nobody else's hashtag but my own. I don't need to clout chase anyone. What I find funny is some of the commentary I hear, like, Why did she wear that? Why do you care? It's not a fashion show. No one came for what I was wearing. They came to hear what I think about the accountability of an evil individual who's done nothing but bring harm, hurt, and shame onto our communities, into our homes. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why clutch at all? Gird your loins. Don't clutch your pearls. Gird your loins. I'm not coming for your neck. I'm coming for your nuts. Gird your loins. Stop worrying about where I am. Stop worrying about who I'm with. Stop worrying about what I'm doing. Stop worrying about me. Like for real, everybody should be talking about this Diddy case. Nobody should be talking about me. They should be talking about Natanya Rubin. Straight trap. Why are there so few people talking about Natanya Rubin? I want to know, you know? I want to know personally. Why is it so hard for people to just like accept reality? Bragging ain't never been my thing. I'm not about to start now. It's really not about me. It's just about the facts, the truth, and reality. It's wild. What's the problem with me being me? If you ain't got to do it, why you worried about it? Like for real. Everybody got so much to say. The question is, in all of your critique, could you do it? Could any of you pussy assholes do what I've done? Church house, chin house, schoolhouse, outhouse, on highway number 19. The people keep the city clean. They call it Nut Bush. Oh, Nut. They call it Nut Bush City Limit. Yeah, some of y'all real nuts. How we doing on them likes? You know, it's wild to me. Of all the things that people think they paying attention to, they can't seem to figure out what's right there in front of their face. I was supposed to have been wearing my white rabbit cap, but somebody stole it at the airport. Now I gotta get another white rabbit hat. You know, it's funny. Everybody want me to be on trial. I've been on trial. I've been living and manhandling it in the court of public opinion for 5 years, half a decade. And here I am, still formidable. That's why I've seen them come, I've seen them go, and some of them actually think, you know, because they still around that they've accomplished something. Hmm. There's a lot in this town. I did more in this town in 2 years than some people have done in their entire careers. Made history, legitimately, with my talent, real talent. So all of you who lie to yourselves and say, I can't sing and Mary J. Blige can, understand this. We don't get no fuck. The only thing you proving is you sound crazy. That's it. Be wary of people who sit around and call everybody a liar except for themselves. Be wary of you know, plants with pretty faces who beg subscribers to make her go viral, who stage so-called impromptu meetings with so-called a fan. And you know, I've been taking like documentation, Jake, just from my perspective of all of this, which of course is going to be a lot different than most people's. Because the truth is, my relevance to this story is relevant. Everybody else just gossiping for real, for real. She's not doing any commentary on the trial. Yes, I am. I'm just not doing it on YouTube. See, I didn't show up there as a YouTuber. I showed up there as a defender of freedom and an advocate who stands in solidarity with all of the survivors. May we pray for all of them every day. You know, the POV on YouTube is so small. I showed up with an entire crew. It wasn't just security that I showed up with or the driver. No, it was also a film crew. There were cameras present, my cameras present. Y'all don't have our footage, and you won't get it until it's time. So go on ahead, sit there at the courthouse and wait in line all day, sit around and listen to a bunch of, evidence you could have watched on TV. Y'all ain't there because you're hearing anything special. You're there because they have you there for a reason, to sway public opinion. See, I got almost every last one of you YouTubers pegged. And the truth is, the prosecutor should file a motion to have every YouTuber thrown out of the courtroom, period. I don't think it's appropriate for YouTubers to have access to the courtroom as someone who has a YouTube platform. And I know the gravitas that comes along with the ability to ride algorithms and affect mass media to the point where lies are being published on Google as truth. And I know that for a fact. because it's happened to me in the past 6 months. Thanks, Harvey. Fuck TMZ. Goddamn right I declined. No, I ain't do no interview with you. I said no 3 times. What I need your camera for? I came with my own. Had my own mic too. If it's good enough to say on your platform, it's definitely good enough to say on Jaguar Wright Unfiltered TV show. See, y'all was there doing your little uploads. I'm actually that's actually a part of my pilot. Wow. Imagine thinking so small. Imagine that. I didn't come there for cookies and cakes. I came there for the pie. I didn't come for Twinkies. I came for the award winning recipe. I don't know who y'all think I am. Are you kidding me? But I think you guys are going to really love seeing that moment that I had with the prosecutor before she went in, opening day. Ain't nobody really got that. We got that. My cameras got that. Yeah. To be announced. Yo, like, imagine being so short sighted that you actually think people shoot as low as y'all do. We could do better with these likes. Like 200 about. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's the beginning of a journey with the hair color. I'm about to do something different, filming. We're going to be, different aspects in the studio, in the streets. Thank you, my dear. It's just, thank you, Michael. It's just, yeah, it's just the short sightedness. While they sitting here gasping for views. Imagine that. I'm filming a pilot. They're gasping for views. And I'm worried about them. Worried about what? Bunch of cyber stalkers working on AdSense. Like, are you kidding me? It's interesting. That's all. It's interesting. Mm. It's interesting what passes for reality these days. No matter how stupid it is, it just, you know, it works somehow. But hey, see, people gonna do whatever they want to do, and who am I to stop them? People gonna say whatever they want to say. Who am I to stop them? Free will. We all got a choice. We can be intelligent or we can be stupid. We can do whatever we want to do. People do it every day. You can sit on YouTube and just watch hours of wasted life. Bunch of nothing, sitting on nothing, talking about nothing, going nowhere. And I'm supposed to be intimidated by that. Okay. Yeah. This whole game is about to get so much bigger. I don't even think people really understand what's happening. So let me give you a news flash. Oh, welcome to the family. See silence. Please don't be quiet around here. You're a member. Welcome. Talking to chat. Get to know your community. You're a Jaginator now. We could use 200 more likes. Let me give you a rundown. See, at this point in time in the game, everybody needs to be clear on what they in it for. Because we going all the way. We here. Everybody knows that this case is just a preamble to the mayhem that is about to befall the entire entertainment industry. Ain't no getting around it. God is pissed. And he should be. People are ridiculous. But hey, opening day, and it's nothing but filth. Second day, filth and terror. Third day, more the same, more the same. And it's wild because, like, people really, they really do see all of this as entertainment. People really don't see these people who have been so severely hurt with strangers trying to humiliate them for money and sport. People mocking a pregnant woman, sitting there judging her for being a girl, misguided, and then bullied for over a decade. While being treated like a party favor rather than a woman. And now that she's a wife, and now that she's a mother, and now that she's actually become a productive member of society and such a healthier, better person, now all of a sudden it's just appropriate to trash every bad thing that she's done, and a good share of it was on videotape. Like, do any of these people who talk any of this crap, have they even tried for a second to put themselves in Cassie's shoes? Like, even for a second, the strength to get past it all, but the courage to find a life beyond it and claim it and hold on to it and find your dignity and find your peace and find love, like the audacity. And she did that. And people want to sit here and call her all kinds of names and say what she was and this and that. And, mm, it's insane. It really is. But what's worse than that is in the midst of all that sex and all of that abuse and all of the bodily fluids and all of the pharmaceuticals, whether you wanted it or not, and all of the alcohol and all of the strangers and all of the, professional male eggplant, all of the Jonathan, in the name of Jonathan Oddie, for all of that, She was 19. She's a kid. He was a grown ass man, damn near 40. For the Shannon Sharp of it all, we could go to any HBCU female dormitory, and I can pick out 10 chicks that I can tell you right now, just from looking at them, been through worse than Cassie. But while everybody's focusing, especially idiots like her, on stuff like that, I come as I am, and I ask, why is nobody talking about Natanya Rubin? Why is Natanya Rubin almost being erased from the conversation of all of the Diddy victims that we can see on the surface? Natanya is not a Diddy survivor because of a personal relationship or an intimate relationship or a financial relationship or a business relationship or even kinship in any way outside of the fact that she was a recording artist and she at one time worked with an artist that he later signed to Bad Boy Shine. That was it. It was really the only and maybe producers, but this is a woman that was not in this man's orbit and intentionally avoided it. So for her to be the only victim that has no personal shame attached to it, that's like totally and completely an innocent lamb. Please, carrots in the chat. How is it that people are avoiding talking about her? They got all this work for Cassie. What of Natanya Rubin? Hmm? They want to sit there and try to attack I'll Be Sure with lies that were bought and paid for 2 decades ago. And he has to sit there and he has to listen to all of these lies told about his life that are nowhere near true, hold on to his sanity and his dignity, and stand up for the very woman that, let's just be honest, we all allegedly believe Diddy took out. Come on. Like, this is insane. They want to call him a liar. He actually married her. Diddy never did. But then again, Alex Fine married Cassie. Diddy never did. Diddy did a lot, but he didn't do that. Just take that, right? And that was cute. Justice for Natanya, indeed. The most innocent Diddy victim of all. Don't nobody want to talk about that, though. Nobody want to talk about that. Nope. Everybody wants to talk about, urine in people's faces and mouths. It's like, listen to this. It's just like R. Kelly all over again with what he did with that 13-year-old little girl. Oh, wow. What is it about that number? 13. 13-year-old autistic victim. R. Kelly had a 13-year-old girl. Everybody's peeing on everybody. Ooh, how disgusting. His daughters had to hear that crap. Hey, people think this is news. Hmm. Let's get to the facts. Let's get to all of the Rico looking things that been going on. Let's get to that. Ricky, look at me. Had to let it fly open. Don't mind me. I'm making myself a midnight snack. Actually, it's early breakfast. I can't really call it. Sun's about to come up, so it's early breakfast. I just don't want to drink any coffee. It's always weird trying to adjust back to East Coast time when you've been living on West Coast Central Time for over a decade. Like, it's weird being back on the East Coast. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. It's cool. I can't really complain about it at all. It's cool to just I swear to God, it's like going into your own time capsule. That's exactly it. Just that's just how it feels. Like there was so much life that I've lived before I blew up and became everything that I became. It's just wow. 25 years, 26 years, 30 years went like boom, real quick. So, but that's life. And, some people, they never get the opportunity to say that. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that talk cash money crap about every freaking day. And guess what? Guess what? None of them will probably make it as long in this life as I will. None of them. I got a head start. I listened to God early. There are so many people that are behind the plan. I don't understand how many times I tell people that God put a calling and a charge on my heart and life. Everything that I do, I am doing as God has instructed me to do. I have survived all that He has brought me through, and I have continued to move forward in His objective will and aim. I am not your problems in this life. I promise you that. I got my own. I'm not your problems. But I am telling you right now, God has a problem with all of us. Yes, justice for Tory. I'm going to be doing a pod about that because I'm not talking about that here. There is too much bias against Tory Lanez on this platform for me to talk about it and they not snatch my image or my sound or make all of you go away or whatever. Y'all know how they do us. The Jaguar Country stands. You know, it's just wild to me. A couple of years ago, I talked about how dangerous um this entire situation was for Tory Lanez. I talked about how unfair it is that he be put in jail for a crime that we all know he did he didn't commit. We all saw this mega man bitch lie in her own documentary. I mean, like, I don't get it. I do not understand. Tory Lanez refused to sign the Rock Nation contract, and then He went further and, and found a pathway to make independent music making affordable for artists since they were getting robbed in streams. I mean, and then all of a sudden, this terrible thing happens. You know, Sam Cooke went to James Brown and a few other entertainers. Back, back, back. Hmm, way back. He wanted to put together an all black company, label, distribution, where all of them would take a part, focus on our people, our music, since it was us that was dominating it anyway, have our own and compete with them. The same thing Tory Lanez tried to do when he was teaching the kid about NFT offerings. And when he made that $1 million in one day and said, I can teach all of you how to do it. Sam Cooke tried to do the same thing. Before I was born, and I'll be 48 on Saturday. It's no different than what Tory tried to do. It's no different than what Suge tried to do. He tried to create a pathway for all of the heavyweight hitters in the industry to come together, do the same thing Sam Cooke wanted to do. And instead, Jay-Z snitched and Diddy went back and told the man and shut it down. Why is it that every time our people try to create a pathway to freedom for our people in something that we dominate and very rarely get compensated accurately for at all, why do we still have those of us who we get in the way of that and we praise them? How do we keep praising the very people that robbed us blind? I don't understand. I don't understand. We sit there and we let these people rob us. And we say, oh, isn't that great? Oh my God, look at how awesome they are. Look at that car. Oh, look at their house. Oh, look at their weave. Oh, like we really that caught up that we don't realize they've been robbing us? Like, I don't get it. I never thanked anybody that robbed me. I ain't about to start either. That's for sure. That ain't fixing to happen. That I promise you. Not going to happen. Mm, it's just wild to me how comfortable people are with mediocrity. Mm, bars. Mm, it's funny. Late night grilled cheese right before the sun comes up. I haven't done this in years. Oh man, really old school. Mm, man, I hope for those of y'all who are younger than me, I hope you enjoyed your youth. I hope you did everything you ever wanted to do. And if you didn't get it done, I hope you're still trying. Like, man, there's nothing like a full life. Nothing where you can look back and see all the things you tried and all the things that worked and all the things that didn't. Just the effort of living. telling you, to dare to be yourself. What an amazing thing. Yeah. Child, listen to me. That late night grilled cheese is it's a thing. It's a thing. I haven't done it since I was a kid. And I'm glad that I can remember things like this. And they're fond. Mm, I couldn't imagine sitting around talking about somebody else's life. Oh, I totally wrong. I've been in my own. There's so much for me to look back at. Where would I have the time? Mm. But that's the difference between most people. Mm. I really try to only focus on what's important, what matters. If it doesn't matter, then I got better things to do with my mind. Man, it's really a healthy way to be. That's right. It still kind of freaks me out. People like to try to call me crazy, but hey, go off. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, oh. Mm. Awesome. Mm. I love her. I do. It really is sanctuary for me. No different than writing or recording music. It's just me and whatever's on the counter, on the stove. Mm. Yeah. I mean, art is art. I find it funny. Everybody keeps talking about my photography. I've always had a sharp eye, but I have been spending more time with pictures in my memoir. And there's just certain things you can't even say on a written page, just the right shot, the picture, 1,000 words. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. I've been enjoying walking around Manhattan and snapping shots now and then. Who would have ever thought I would live long enough to say now and then, same spot, new era. When I first started walking around Manhattan as a kid, I was auditioning for Broadway plays. I don't know how many times I walked up and down 7th or 8th Avenue. Every dope club that was worth playing at in New York, I played. Everything worth doing in New York, for the most part, I've done. I just find it funny, all these interlopers with their opinions. You just don't mean shit, especially if you ain't really done shit. All you done is sit online and stalk people, harass people, and make stuff up, and just gossip about how, a life you're never gonna live. You have so many opinions about. Like it's just, it's the low brow. It's just subpar. I didn't go off. Okay. Hmm. Meanwhile, people sitting up half starving, waiting on Uber Eats to bring them some more empty calories of poison food. I'm about to have a bistro grilled cheese sandwich with bacon and a poached egg, smoked Gouda, and a little fennel and dill. Made a slice. I'm just saying, like, come on, stop worrying about my love life. Oh, I wish more people understood the value of character. You know, the baddest bitch in the room is the bitch that can do the most by herself. If you need plastic surgery to be that shit, then you was never really that shit to begin with. That's fine. Just be honest with yourself about it. I can walk around with no makeup because I didn't need it. Didn't need it then, don't need it now. Never will. Can y'all say the same? Half of you ain't even seen your real face in about 10 years. Would you know you without all that gook on me? I'm just curious. But hey, to each his own. Free will. And with all that being said, people really should stop worrying about what I choose to do with my free will. I choose to be myself, however that is. If I wear makeup, then I choose to do that. If I don't, then I choose to do that. Want to know why? Because it's my choice. I have free will. People like running around telling people what they need to wear, where they need to live, how much money they need to make, what they need to eat, how to prove you're the best parent by buying this kid a bunch of crap that they don't even need. Like, I mean, like, there's all kinds of weirdo stuff, social engineering and peer pressure and whatnot. And for what? To make a bunch of people rich that want to keep you poor while you, lose your mind trying to buy stuff that half of these celebrities are either renting or do not own or are leased to a company or what. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like, I'm kind of marveling right now at the things that people are concerned about. But what I'm most concerned about regarding the Diddy trial is not competing with these idiots about who has the most breaking news updates. I want to keep an eye on who's trying to rig this thing. Because I do believe, in my opinion, somebody's trying to rig this case. I do believe, in my opinion, that the YouTubers that are floating in and out in between breaks, giving competing random information different than what's actually happening in real time. I do not think that that's healthy for the trial, and I do believe that all YouTubers should not be allowed in that courtroom. Period. I think it's a bad idea. Period. A really, really, really bad. Yeah, I think they all need to go. Oh, they all think it's vacation. Go to Statue of Liberty or something. Go see. Go visit Rikers Island. Try to get some interviews out of some. Do something else. Cause y'all ain't there to help at all. Too many duplicitous characters. Too many competing narratives. And nobody paying attention to just the facts. Really. Mm. Oh, that's so good. Mm. Yeah, it's time to log off. Mm. Oh, I am so sorry. But it's too good to stop chewing. Oh my God. I love me. So yeah. Um, y'all need to look out for the Jaguar Wright Unfiltered show. Promo. Man. Went down the wrong pipe. I was so excited. Promo be coming soon. Pods are up now. Be doing commentary regarding the Tory Lanez situation and how I really feel about that. And yeah, yeah, more to come. TBA, you know. And understand this. This ain't no fashion show. It's a trial for justice. You know? All right, Jaganators, we out. See you later on. Book club today.